You might have seen recently when I got this belt. This is my Jiujitsu blue belt, and it means a lot. It means it is the culmination of a very long journey. I started my path to this over 10 years ago. The belt that it takes people maybe a couple years sometimes to get, sometimes longer. I mean, sometimes it does take longer, but this has been a long path, a long journey for me. The Jiu-Jitsu program that we had started out as a supplement to the karate. It added a third component to the karate, the Kobudo. We had weapons, we had empty hand, we didn't have the groundwork, and we had an affiliation that offered the opportunity to do that, and it was supplemental. It was not its own program, and so over time, I wanted to make it its own program and share what I had. Yeah, that means that when I was teaching Jiu-Jitsu, I was a new person in Jiu-Jitsu, a white belt. But you have to start somewhere, and you have to build things. They don't just happen. It took a long time to build the program because, first off, a lot of people didn't want Jiu-Jitsu. It wasn't super popular already. Then sometimes people would want to be there. Sometimes people wouldn't want to be there. Sometimes people were interested in it. Sometimes it was hard. It ebbed, it flowed. The mats were full. The mats were empty. It was defeating all these years to try to make a Jiu-Jitsu program work. I like Jiu-Jitsu. I feel that it is something very special. It is an art unlike many others. Now, I teach multiple arts, I train multiple arts, and I love those arts just as much. But I do have a soft spot for Jiu-Jitsu. I feel like it fits in some places where other things don't, and it definitely is a great thing to combine with other things. It is itself a complete art, as are the other arts that I train. But can they benefit from each other? Can the training methodologies, can the training modalities be something that can help go beyond? Absolutely. And for some people, this is the art that you need. It has a character to it that is separate. Rolling creates a very unique opportunity to approach what's there. And I wanted to see this program succeed. And over the years, there were many times when the people around me, the people who support me, who keep me going, were looking at me saying, is it time? Should you shut it down? Is it worth it? They're watching. They weren't saying this because they didn't think that it had value. They said that because they were seeing me struggle. They were seeing me be frustrated, exhausted, broke down, trying to make it happen and going and spending hours every week repeating the same things as new people came in and old people left, and there was a beginning every class, same thing, because there weren't enough people around them. There wasn't enough consistency. People didn't stick around. People would move, the program would change, people's situations would change. People who were around for a long time left to go find it somewhere else. Each time, these things chipped away at me, what I had left to push forward, to make it happen. When I teach, I want to see the growth of people. I want to see what comes out of them. I want to do what I can to facilitate them becoming who they are, who they can be. And so when these things happen, when people leave, when you make that investment of yourself, and then it's gone, it's difficult. It drains you. It's such a hard thing to work through, and a thing that I continue to work through. Jiu-Jitsu, this belt, it doesn't represent to me what I can do. I mean, sure, that's there. I earned this belt. I'm the person who did what it took to get it. But what it represents to me is opportunity for others. I started the pursuit with the Roydeen Academy, and that's where this belt came from, to be able to affiliate and provide opportunity for the people who have stuck with me, for the people who are on the mat, the people who want to learn. And that means the most to me, these opportunities, these things that I can provide to people. But along the way, so many things happened. Affiliations broke. There was mistrust and politics, as there are in the martial arts. There were people there, not there. Like I said, the mats were full. The mats were empty. COVID happened. The school, we lost the building we were in. Some of our stuff even got locked in that building. We lost a ton of money that we never got back. We found a place. We kept building. It's built into the best thing it's ever been. I'm not here to complain or have a woe is me moment. What I'm pointing out is the fact that there were many chances to throw in the towel and to give up. But I believe that if you have a goal, if you have something that you want to achieve, that you want to succeed at, that there's gonna be times when that's tested, when that's taken from you, and you're gonna struggle and you're gonna be frustrated and you're gonna feel like there is no end in sight. But I hope that if you're watching this, that you hear me when I say, don't change your goal. Don't run away from the thing that you want to do. Change your approach, change the path. Find a new way to get there. The things that you want to accomplish are accomplishable. You can do them. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it has setbacks. Sometimes it will feel impossible. Sometimes even the people around you who support you will see what it's taking from you, and even they won't be in your corner anymore. They will. But they'll be telling you maybe you go do something else, maybe you change your goal, maybe you find something else, because they don't want to see you fall apart like I was. But that doesn't mean you have to give up. That doesn't mean that it's impossible. That doesn't mean that it's unachievable. It just means that you've got to take a step back, think through what your options are, find a new approach, find a new angle, surround yourself with new people. That sounded bad. I'm not saying replace the people. I mean, find people who can help you get where you're going. Over the course of this, I found different people who could help support the path, who could provide what I needed to be able to continue to work forward. And sometimes you got to go find that. Sometimes you got to add to your team, to your support structure. You've got to find people who can help make it happen. You've got to find paths. You got to find time. You got to find whatever it is in your life, in your experience, in your toolbox, the things you're using to approach what you're trying to accomplish. You might have to change them. You might have to swap things out. You might have to go different directions. You might have to realize that method isn't working, but your goals are achievable. You can do it. This, some would say, insignificant blue belt, to me, is the symbol of perseverance. So many opportunities to give up. I could go on doing what I do, feel confident in what I'm capable of, without teaching a class, without having a school, without having one of these around my waist. But I can't provide the things that I want to provide without it. And it's sitting here says that I did it. And I believe that you can achieve the things that you're working on too, even when it feels hopeless. It's possible. Come at it from a new angle. Keep your head up. Grind through. Sometimes it's just a grind. Sometimes you're just going to have to push through, get up every day, put your boots on and walk, and just see where you get. Recognize, there's a thing going around right now that's showing this decline, this line of this is your path, this is where you're at right now. And then it zooms out to realize that the path has been going like this forever, and you're just seeing this part. And it will continue up, and the whole thing is trending up the whole time. But you're seeing that decline. You're making progress. You're doing it. So, keep your head up. Surround yourself with people who can see your vision, even if they can't see it in its entirety. But people who can help have your back when you're having those tough days. And when you ask yourself, should I give up? Take a second and say, is there another way to accomplish what I'm trying to do? Because the answer to that question is really the answer to the first question. And usually, the answer is there is another way. And you will get there. And you will do it. I believe in you. I believe that it's possible. Chase your dreams. Hit those goals. Recognize the milestones, the progress you've made, and the things that have happened on the way there. Know what's important to you. And sometimes, just push through. Most of all, if you give up on anything, and it is not shameful to do so, never give up on you. Because you're worth it.